have one Joey Harrington, please.
All right, you got it.
One of the great things about playing here is they name a sandwich after you. Mine, manly, super manly. Roast beef, salami, cheese, pastrami, just stacked high on a bun. Oh, it's amazing.
What's this?
It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Joey Harrington.
What do I do after that?
Oh, what did you do? What happened
I
to the
realized
beef?
that it was
Where's the beef?
Yeah, Dan Fouts gets the turkey and bacon and avocado. Aaron Brooks gets the pastrami and mozzarella. I get PBJ.
And you get the peanut
Yeah.
butter. Hey, let's talk about this first half. 800-plus yards of offense, 97 plays combined, and Oregon gets the ball to start the third quarter.
Well, yeah, the number of plays and the situation we're in right now is caused by that Washington State defense.
Yes.
Forced 3 turnovers. Cooper's done a great job of just staying after plays, causing the fumble, returning the second one for a touchdown.
Good kick. Oregon's going to bring it out. 3 yards deep. Josh Huff spins out of a tackle, stacked up. Still running. He was at the 22-yard line. They're going to knock him down at the 19. So let's see how this turns out. 14:52 left. Here we go. First offensive series of the third quarter, and it goes off to Marshall, right side. Breaks it. 50. Still on his feet. And out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And that is the difference that we talked about just a moment ago between what Washington State has done so far and what Oregon has done so far. Both teams can throw the ball at will, but Oregon has the added dimension of being able to run it as well. 2 fantastic young running backs in the backfield.
How about a gain of 37 yards on the opening play? Back to the middle of the field they go with Marshall.
Well, it speaks to the ability of the offensive linemen to stay on their blocks and get downfield.
Mariota pressured much of that second quarter, feels the heat again as
But I
Palacio.
think that comes from the confidence in creating those turnovers.
Mariota rides the back. Second, third effort.
At the 34.
So you have to wrap up on this Oregon backfield. There's another missed tackle. Mariota to the flat. Out to Tyner. Breaks it. Stutter step. Puts the pads. High snap. Taken down. Toss it near side. Stiff arm. Low. Touchdown, Oregon. How about that series? Mark Helfrich, Scott Frost, the offensive coordinator, I'm sure, had some words of encouragement in the locker room, and Oregon comes out and blasts into the end zone.
Well, here's what broke this touchdown right here. Daryl Hawkins and Braylon Addison getting 2 very nice blocks. They blocked them, and Keenan walked into the end zone.
PAT is good by Wogan.
Hey, I like to have a great bowler chat.
All right, you got it.
All right, thank you. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, thanks so much.
Kick at the goal line. Galvin spins to the 22-yard line. Well, the most consecutive games with a pass for a touchdown, a rush for a touchdown in the BCS era, and Marcus Mariota is closing in on Tebow and just past Colin Kaepernick.
Pretty elite company.
Let's see how Washington State responds after that opening touchdown here in the third quarter by Oregon. They toss the ball out. Craycraft, who had a touchdown in the first half. We asked him about that particularly yesterday, Joey. He handles it with ease and grace. He says, look, I depend on my parents and my coaches. Doesn't think much about it. Holiday, middle of the field on the hands of Craycraft. He's got the first down and pushes to the 35, call it the 36.
Remember, he's 19 years old.
Yeah, didn't shy away from the talk or the pressure, but he understands. Holiday to the air. Oh, dangerous throw, incomplete. Second down 10. Holiday, middle of the field. Ooh, hammer was thrown. Quick throw. Caught at the 49-yard line. Galvin with the catch. Loads up the near side with 3 wide receivers. Halliday stands up in the pocket, throws a ball middle of the field. That ball is intercepted. Patterson, the free safety, still on his feet, and knocked down and out at the 39.
And Craig, Connor Holiday is hurting right now. Long. Watch this. He just gets driven to the ground. But you know what, Connor should not have thrown this football. This was late down the middle of the field. You know what? That may have been a Ricky Havili-Amuli. Possibly could have been flagged for a late takedown of Connor Holiday there.
Taunting on Washington State, number 77. 15-yard penalty, down as one.
3 wide receivers up top to the ground. 1 tackle broken and another. Marshall, big night as he rolls up 10 yards. How about Marshall, Joey? 17 carries, 146 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Mariota wants the deep ball over the middle, incomplete.
Hey, Craig, going back to what Ryan said, this Washington State receiving core is full of very good players. Very, very good receivers, but they don't have that one breakaway guy, the one guy to stretch the defense, and so consequently you have to chunk and chunk all the way down the field, and Connor has tried to force it at times like he did there.
Big hole, stiff arm, Marshall into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Alejandro Molinado with the PAT. Oregon has doubled up the Cougars, 48-24, 9:30 left to play in this 3rd quarter. Galvin takes the kick, stumbles, and a flag's
2
out.
fouls on the play, both on the return team. Holding, number 86, that penalty's declined. Holding, number 32, that penalty's enforced 10 yards, down will be 1.
Cougars start at the 15. Quick throw, far side on the hands of Maley. We'll see what Mike Leach gives Connor Holiday.
Connor Halliday's got both corners. Oh, there they go. They rolled out into a 2 safety look.
Dump it over the middle. Stop and go. Swarmed under at the 27-yard line. Quick throw on the far side of the field.
Well, that's the rush. That's the difference of Oregon's running game. Washington State is a one-dimensional team that will splash in a couple runs. Oregon can beat you both ways. You can't prepare for both.
Washington State came in averaging just over 66 yards a game on the ground. Another quick throw, tough pass, and it's caught for a 1st down. Now, he has to have a very short memory to play this game. There's a run up the gut, 45-yard line by Mason. 2nd down, 4. Quick throw. 1st down, middle of the field, Isaiah Meyer. Holiday with a 1st down at the 48 of Oregon. Another quick throw, near side. Holiday's going to bypass your Dolphin numbers. There's 56 attempts, and he picks up another 1st down. Gabe March with the grab, and another tackle by Mitchell. 1st and 10, 35-yard line of Oregon. Maybe a yard for Mason.
Together, 10-play drives here, which are great, but it's taken up a lot of time on the clock.
Up top, picked off. Derek Malone. Oregon brings it down. 4:05 left in the 3rd.
Watch here on the interception. The wide receiver is going to come in and try and get a block. Malone goes over the top instead of getting blocked up here, which puts him in a perfect position to make this interception. Had he run into the screen of the wide receiver.
The Pink's telestrator tonight, of course, in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Pink helmets on the Oregon Ducks. Mariota dances, runs out of bounds smartly to save himself for another play at the 34-yard line.
There's no quit in this Cougar defense.
Incomplete. Short yardage, 1st down.
In one game in high school last year, ran for over 600 yards and 10 touchdowns. That's a career. That's a season for a lot of high school running backs. He did it in one game.
Stop and go, Tyner. 2nd down. Just under 3 minutes left in the 3rd.
And this Oregon offense, you're going to be counted on to do a lot.
Again, Tyner with that stop-and-go ability, trying to get to the edge, and he's knocked down at the 49-yard line. Maldonado will punt. End over end. Brooks at the 16. And driven back. He'll be marked at the 22 on his forward progress. A 34-yard boot. Oregon having their way. 48-24. A little steamy here tonight in Eugene. Oh, you love it. The big fellas are working hard. Over the middle, Marks. To the 31-yard line, a pickup at 10. Buchanan does not hesitate to lay the pad right on top of it. First and 10. Swing it out of the backfield on the hands of Caldwell. And he's stacked up. Halliday settles in the pocket, throws again. Tight window. It's incomplete. Flag. Halliday up top. Double coverage, and it's incomplete at the 50-yard line.
Offside. Defense. Number 9 moved into the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Halliday. Out of the pocket, throws. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Player last year. Just look at him, locked up. Nowhere for Connor to go.
Bolin will punt. Inside the 25. Short kick. Oh, makes a kick back. Takes an Oregon bounce.
Illegal motion on the offense. 5-yard headed on to the end of the kick. First down.
2 in the conference. Marshall trying to run out of the pile. That's going to run out the first half, or pardon me, the third quarter. They are having fun. Remember that great rendition, Otis Day and the Nights from Animal House?
Filmed right here in Eugene. Otis, of course. Otis remembers us. He'll love us. Oh, man.
Here they go. Oh, it's college football at its best. 15 minutes left. Number 2 ranked Oregon 48. Washington State 24. On the ground. Big hole. Marshall continues to add to his career night.
Since he's been the featured back, he's gone for over 100 yards.
There's Thomas. This will be his 4th game. He was injured on that opening kickoff against Cal nearly a month ago. Mariota throws one to the far side. First down to the 24-yard line.
And, well, Utah without a field goal. It's now 28-24. Utes, big win over Stanford. We'll see if they have any magic left. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Patrick.
It's going to happen.
Mariota flushed from the pocket. Wants to throw, does. Leaping in. My goodness. Huff. 17 yards.
Washington State D-line doing a good job getting into the backfield, but it's Marcus break and contain, keeping his eyes down the field and finding a wide open Josh Huff.
Point after is good. Again, 3 interceptions, and Tyner's had a big night along with Marshall. Short kick at the 10-yard line. Galvin. Nice return back to the 31-yard line of 23 yards that we cannot repeat.
In both directions. Scott told us something about Ryan. Ryan has told us something about Scotty.
Well, of course there are some stories. We're good friends. We had travel buddies.
Halliday goes back to work, and a big hill to climb up top. That ball poked away.
Belichick. Bill Walsh. I mean, the guy has been around with some great coaches. Tom Osborne at Nebraska. He's learned from some of the best coaches of all time, and he's continued to grow in his own understanding of the game with under Chip Kelly, and now has the opportunity to call plays here at Oregon. He's doing a great job, and he's relishing this opportunity, trust me.
And Ryan, what you just described is how you become a future head coach in college football.
You're absolutely right. You become it by becoming a student of the game, understanding him. Obviously, he played at a very high level in the NFL, but he has a passion for the game, and he loves trying to educate the guys, not only at becoming great football players, but becoming great men as well.
Halliday, ball tipped, intercepted for the 4th time. Terrence Mitchell, watch out, could be, it is the one. Touchdown, Oregon. Joey, take your pick of big plays tonight in this game.
Well, I think you saw right there, Gabe Marks pointing to himself, saying that one was on me. Put his hand out there, tipped the ball up in the air. And Terrence Mitchell was the received a gift.
High snap, kicks up, and good. 5-yard line. Galvin.
Oregon and Baylor are the two schools that really just seem to score at will in the country right now.
Both with quick strike ability. And you're right, when it's almost at will. Halliday goes back to throw. Oh my, we've seen Baylor 3 times this year. Bryce Petty quarterbacking the Bears. Mariota quarterbacking the Ducks. Mason on a swing pass and out of bounds close to a 1st down. 2nd for Oregon, 1st for Baylor.
Well, what jumps out to me about that is the balance. Baylor 1st and 4th in passing and rushing respectively. Oregon 2nd and 3rd. They can do it through the air or on the ground. That is such a tough job for a defense to prepare for. And what a fantastic story it is, Coach Helfrich.
Another throw, another catch by Marks.
Mark Helfrich, the head coach for the University of Oregon right now, worked his way up, was a graduate assistant when I was here. Born and raised in Coos Bay, Oregon, a small town out on the coast. I mean, you could not have hand-picked a better fit for the University of Oregon right now.
That was Halliday's 68th pass attempt, a new school record. He broke his own that he had 67 attempts against Cal. Quick throw near side to the 50, Galvin.
Mark Helfrich has worked his way to become the head coach at Oregon, starting as a GA, going to Arizona State, becoming a coordinator, going to Colorado, coming back as a coordinator to Oregon, and now assuming the role of head coach just in his 1st season here. He's just a wonderful ambassador for the school. And honestly, I think between he and Mike Riley over at Oregon State, just up the road in Corvallis, the state of Oregon might have 2 of the nicest head coaches in all of college football. Marcus has put up plenty of numbers right now to keep his position atop the Heisman Trophy list right now.
Boland's punt takes a roll inside the 20, still rolling to the 15, and that's where they'll down it. And a new quarterback, so Mariota done for the night. Redshirt freshman, Alamo, California.
When Marcus has a day like that and gives you a lead, it gives your young guys a chance to get in there and get some valuable experience.
Lockey in trouble, got that ball out, and it's completed down to the 39.
You can lock away in the vault for down the road. You're not going to get a lot of chance to throw the football when you're up by this many points.
They came in with 7 of 10.
Now Pole still up front. These guys are ones that played against Marcus, and it's a great chance for Lockey.
Good kick. Fair catch, 21-yard line by Brooks. All right, thank you, Don. Stay tuned for Fox Sports Live. Halliday stays in, throws that ball, and it's complete past the 40-yard line. Halliday airs it up top, catch, and a hard hit.
It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to build what Mike Leach wants here at Washington State, because he had to start from scratch. He had a pretty empty cupboard here when he walked in. Jimmy Karen has just been solid. He's the leader, in my mind, out of the SEC. Jameis Winston with a big win today against Clemson, but Marcus Mariota is head and shoulders above the rest of them. I think Brett Hundley took a big hit today with UCLA losing and him not looking tremendous, but Marcus has done exactly what he's done all year.
And Blake Seastrunk, I got to give him kudos. This guy continues to run the ball. He is the fire to that Baylor offense. You make a great point, but at the end of the day, when the ball's in his hands, he may be the most electric football player in college football, and he continues to play at a high level. It is a team sport, and his team may not have lived up to their expectations, and that may be one of the reasons why they lost. It may not have been Johnny Manziel, because he continues to put up big-time numbers.
Well, we've seen big numbers from all sorts of players through the history of college football, and the award is given to the most outstanding player in college football. And in my mind, the most outstanding player in college football makes his teammates better and brings up the level of everybody around him in close games, in big games, and he hasn't done that this year against Alabama and again Auburn today.
Holiday to the air, off to Gabe Marks, heads to the sideline, takes a pop at the 21, and he's out of bounds.
Well, I don't think there's going to be too many people that argue with the fact that Tim Tebow was one of the greatest college quarterbacks to ever play. And if you compare to his Heisman season in 08, very similar, with Marcus edging him out in a lot of key categories. Number one being the record of his team. Two being the fact that he has not thrown an interception yet.
Over the last 3 games, he's accounted for nearly 1,300 yards of total offense. I mean, those are staggering numbers. Oregon shows blitz. They came up the middle. Holiday able to get the ball away to the 15-yard line. Out for most of this 4th quarter. Holiday in the pocket, dumps it. Ball's tipped and incomplete. Holiday, another completion. Cougars trying to find the end zone for the first time in this half. Up top, catch in the end zone, and a touchdown for Marks.
83rd pass goes for over 500 yards, and his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Taken back to the 2-yard line. And Oregon will set up shop at the 31. Jake Rodriguez flags out.
Offense, number 77, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
He's eligible for the draft after this season. He said that he's going to discuss it with his parents, who have been a fantastic sounding board for him. And he said, we're going to make a decision as a family.
Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Will help him make the correct decision. I think if you ask most people, what were you doing at 19, they just kind of shy away from that answer. But this young man is playing on a big stage. You look in the north in the Pac-12, Oregon State, maybe a surprise with Mike Riley. Stanford suffering their first loss last week, rallied today. Washington was on a roll. They've lost 2 in a row. USC. No, they were knocked off.
They got beat right there at the end.
At the end, you're right.
That was a close one.
Marks out of bounds, stops it. Back to throw, another completion inside the 30. Do you now have to establish some sort of a run game?
Well, that's always been the knock.
Pass complete inside the 5-yard line. This time, Craig Kraft, 87. He's 57 of 87, 555 yards.
I'm going to guess he's still going to throw it on this play.
He's got that front line of Oregon spread out. Shotgun, quick hitter. Tried to hit a hot slant, and it just came right off the hands of Marks. At another time.
Loves the fact that Mike Leach is keeping his starters in the whole game. I mean, it's a reflection of his attitude as a coach.
Yes.
From the opening kick until the last whistle, they're going to play and they're going to fight.
Well, the records are falling. Holiday, 58 completions tonight, ties Andy Schmidt's FBS record. Good night from Eugene. The final score, 62-38. You've been watching Fox College Football presented by Geico on Fox Sports 1.